What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for the Seng Index futures with the ticker symbol HSI1. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So the last time I looked at the Seng Index was last week Sunday, so I was analyzing the price action on Friday close. So you can see that it closed right around the 17,897 level. We did continue lower to the first target that I had, but then we saw a slight bounce. So price is pulling back to the breakout point, which is the 8,272 level. That's what this horizontal line represents, the long one. So it's pulling back there, and then it might just continue trending down lower. So I would be bearish as long as price is still below the 8,275 level. The expectation is that, this is such a small pullback that we can probably see just two small legs retesting the 18,301 level, and then, another continuation toward the downside. So that's what it's looking like. However, if the bulls do manage to get above that level, then we could probably see a nice reaction to the upside, because this would tell me that the bears failed to reach the target, which can indicate that there's some strength in the bulls because it did not allow the bears to reach their target. So something like this would be very bullish. We can continue higher from there, or maybe a double test, something like that would be also pretty bullish. So something like that would make me change my mind of going lower. But right now, price is below the EMA. Looks like this is a sharp move down. We just broke out of prior support, and now we pulled back and found resistance from it. So looking like price does want to continue down lower. Let me see if this trend line will do anything in the future. Looks like we did break this trend line right here, but maybe this trend line will come into play. I mean, it's getting shallow and shallower, so it's not going to be that strong as before. This one was a strong trend line that the bulls managed to break through, but price did continue down lower because it was just a two-legged pullback for another large leg down. So it looked like the bears did fail to reach the target, but when the bulls reached their target, the bears can begin another large leg down. So because it was still below the prior swing right over here. Anyway, it still looks pretty bearish. Overall, it's not as bad because price could be telling me that it might not go down all the way to the lows at the 14,711 level, because look how it's kind of going down. It's kind of going down like, choppy like this. So it's looking like it wants to just, break out higher. It's not like, a strong move down like this. It's kind of getting slanted and weaker, and, it could be, stopping around this level right here, because the measurable target is the 16,886 level. That's the second one. The first one is a little bit higher. But if these targets are met and we get back above the 18,275 level or the low 18,200s, then there's a good chance price, will continue higher, because we do have this impulse right over here. So this was a nice strong impulse up, and, price is correcting down lower because of this macro bearish downward trend in the past. So we just have to wait and see. Basically, I'm not going to say we're bullish until we can get back above the 18,263 level, because if we do and hold it as support, a double test would be ideal. Then we can continue higher to at least maybe the 20,270 level, and then maybe even higher to the 22,500 level. Until then, where do you think price is going to go? Most likely lower. So that's how I'm looking at it right now. It's leaning more towards the downside. Obviously, because we're still below the EMA, we're still below the 18,250 level, and the measurement targets aren't reached just yet. So obviously, the expectation is price will continue lower. However, if all of a sudden things change in the market, which obviously things are always changing in the market, and we get back above this level and hold it, then I wouldn't be really looking for more downside, because that shows a good amount of strength from the buyers. Now let's take a look at the weekly chart. So here's the weekly chart, and you can clearly see there is this macro imbalance to the downside. That's what this downtrend channel represents. We had a strong move down from the bears, but then they had an overshoot, which can lead to reversals or at least a breakout side on the opposite side of the channel, and that's what occurred. It could have led to a reversal, meaning we could have just continued higher and higher, but this is looking like it just might not continue higher as of right now. So let me just repeat that again. So an overshoot of a channel can lead to a reversal on the opposite side, meaning like we don't even pull back ever to this level right here. But sometimes it might just lead to a break on the opposite side, like a symmetry, because, the market is symmetrical. We had a break on the bottom, break on the top. Not all the time is symmetrical, but, most of the time you'll see symmetry in the market. So, we had this nice uptrend in play, but this downtrend was in play too. And, this is all right here trying to figure out who is stronger? Is it the bulls because they had this nice move up, or is it the bears because they've been dropping on the price this far, this much down already? So it looks like, the bears were slowly taking the dominance, but if we see a strong reversal out of here, I think we can see a nice impulse up. So that's how I'm looking at it. This could be signaling a nice move up in the future, or at least is signaling that the downtrend might be coming to an end fairly shortly, because the bears are trying to reach their measure move target at the 1700 level, $17,000 level. And once we get there, let's see what type of reaction we get. Or if we don't get there, I want to see price get back above the support, and then it will most likely continue trend higher. So right now I'm leaning more towards the downside. You can see how the price is curling down. This downtrend is pulling price towards it. It's trying to pull price towards that low point, but the uptrend is trying to pull price towards this high point, and you can clearly see on the price chart who is winning. It looks like the bears are winning. So all I'm saying is that once we reach this target, then we could see a move up higher, or if we don't reach it, price needs to get back up with the support and show strength from the bulls. Right now they're not showing strength, so it looks like the bears are winning. So this is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.
The Vee Trades technical analysis course is now live. Learn to read the chart the right way to prevent costly mistakes. Click the link below to start training now.